Rubble, shell casings, and pools of blood. These are the remains of the site where a deadly raid was carried out by the US Special Forces in Syria. It was a nighttime airborne raid carried out to capture Islamic State's leader Al-Qurayshi on his turf in his hideout, a residential building in a town near the Turkish border. The US began planning the operation several months in advance, as President Biden received detailed briefings on options for capturing Quraishi alive. That was the initial plan. The airborne nighttime raid was finalized in early December 2021, and the entire raid was rehearsed multiple times before the actual day. US forces infiltrated Al-Quraishi's hideout, ransacking every room in the building, and finally found him on the 3rd floor. But before US forces could capture him, he detonated a suicide bomb, triggering an explosion so large that it killed everyone on the 3rd floor. 2 of Quraishi's wives and 1 child were also killed. US President Biden monitored the raid closely from the White House.
That as our troops approached to capture the terrorist, in a final act of desperate cowardness, he, with no regard to the lives of his own family or others in the building, he chose to blow himself up, not just to the vest, but to blow up that 3rd floor, rather than face justice for the crimes he has committed.
These are the remains of a US helicopter involved in the raid. As per US sources, the chopper had to be destroyed as it suffered a mechanical failure. Syrian rescue workers claimed at least 13 people died in the raid, most of them women and children. The Pentagon said it would review the raid to ensure no civilians were harmed by US forces, and US sources insist that any civilian deaths during the raid were caused by Islamic State fighters themselves. Al-Qurayshi was the right-hand man of former IS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, who was also killed in a similar US raid carried out in the same region in 2019.